Hey Declan, what's up, buddy? Right here. So I'll make you a quick video. I'll show you some of the things that I found in here. So I'm looking at the plugin. I got it installed on my testing site. I've got the campaign set up. I noticed that it shows the views, but it doesn't show the clicks. That'd be kind of cool if it showed any clicks. Track the clicks as well, like maybe views, clicks, and then had a little ratio to tell you the conversion if it's actually working. Because showing the views doesn't really do any good. That just shows that you're getting traffic. Doesn't exactly tell you if this pop-up is working on your site or if it's worth doing for you, or if you need to change it or change the video or something because you can't track it. It doesn't track any clicks. So that would be pretty awesome if it did that, if it tracked clicks for you. Let me go ahead and edit this. So it seems like it works pretty well. It's pretty basic. The first thing I noticed is that when I'm in the editor, there's really no way to get back, to get back to the main dashboard without actually clicking update. So if I want to like go back to the main dashboard, what I really have to do is go over here to the WordPress admin and click the fresh pop link. Generally speaking, when you have a software, the logo should be clickable and the logo should always take you to the home page. That's a pretty standard thing. It's not the case in this. That's not a huge thing, but it just surprised me that it wasn't done that way. All right, so some GUI issues. The first thing I noticed is, besides that last thing, the second thing I noticed is if you actually look at these boxes, these are input fields that you can go ahead and you can put numbers in to show you the size of that pop-up, the child and the main. So if I want to go ahead and like say change the child width, this is something that's a problem. If I go ahead and like say I want to change it to 500, okay? Now I actually did this when I was testing. If you change it and then you move over, it automatically adjusts, and you can actually see a problem right there. First of all, it's letting me make the child bigger than the pop-up, and that's stupid. There should be basic checking here. They should use JavaScript to check and make sure that it's not higher than the width, that the child is not higher than the main pop-up width, and if it is, it shouldn't allow you to enter in a number bigger than that, or it should like change it back to that number. So like right now, this pop-up is 440 wide. It allowed me to enter in a child box width of 600. Shouldn't do that. It should just it should like detect it on JavaScript on change, and it should only allow me to enter in a number maximum of 440, or it should automatically change it to 440 so it can never be bigger than the main one, because otherwise you get stuff like that, which is just silly. I mean, obviously you could say, oh well, don't enter in a number that's bigger, but software should have basic sanitization and error checking. That's another thing I noticed about here is I'm hitting the screenshot button by mistake. Uh, these are all expecting numbers, right? So it should only allow me to enter in numbers. If you actually test any of my software, when there's an input field and it's expecting numbers and it's supposed to have numbers in it, I use JavaScript to not allow the user to type in letters, but I can go ahead and type in letters here. Again, that's basic sanitization. That shouldn't be like that. I mean, if it's numbers that you're supposed to type into an input field, and it's always going to be numbers, you should never be able to type in letters. And again, you could say, well, just tell the users don't type in letters, but good software that has that finishing touch is just, in my mind, is just so much better. All right. Another thing I noticed, you can see when I enter in a number here, and so say if I change this to 350, if I click away, all right, it will adjust the preview. Awesome. That's what's called on blur. So I'm clicking away. That actually leaving the focus of this is called on blur. So on blur is triggering this. But a lot of people, what they're going to do is they're going to type in a number and they're going to press the enter button. So if I type in a number, watch what happens. I typed in my number. Now a lot of people aren't going to know to just click away and that it'll update. They're going to press the enter button. That's the normal thing. So you press the enter button and it submits the form. So it's actually submitting the save. It's as if I press the save button. And the reason it's doing that is because this is a form, and there should be prevention from accidentally submitting the form unless the button is actually clicked. So that is a GUI error. So the errors that I've noticed in this right away are, this really should be clickable. This should be, and I'm maybe being picky there, but this really should be clickable. That takes you back to the main dashboard. These input fields, they should only allow you to enter in numbers into input fields. You shouldn't be allowed to type in letters because numbers are the only thing that makes sense. You should never be able to type in a number that's bigger in the child, that's bigger than the pop-up. For example, right now my pop-up has a width of 438. I should not be able to type in 700, but I can, and that's silly. That's basic sanitization, just like being able to type in letters in here. You shouldn't be able to do that. And finally, if I'm typing in a number here and I press the enter button, it submits the form as if I clicked the save button, and it shouldn't do that. So those are some GUI errors. They may seem like they're minor errors, but I mean, being a software developer, I have to be kind of picky about the software that I approve, because I'm supposed to catch this kind of stuff and be like the picky guy. So those are the things that I've noticed about this. Other than that, I mean, it seems like it works pretty cool. I go over here to my post section, and I think I have it on this test post. Yeah, other than that, I mean, it works pretty cool. It works all right. I mean, it would have been way better if it had like a call to action button that you could just put in here and position where you want to. But maybe like be able to type your text in too or something. That would be kind of cool. But I guess people could do that with the graphic or something. But overall, it's pretty cool. But it does have those little GUI errors that just getting them fixed would make it look way more professional and stuff and way more refined. Alrighty, thank you.